Boy, oh boy, where did the time go? Well, it probably went into trying to get these stupid hacks to work, right? Alright, so we're having to shift gears here a little bit. I originally had another video planned to end this year's Fire Emblem February, but a slew of moral decisions, technical issues, and lack of preparation made me change my mind on what I wanted this last video to be about. Don't ask me what that means, just know it's not as dire as I'm making it out to be. Anyway, there are a lot of Fire Emblem fan hacks to play nowadays. Just about anybody can sit down and make their own, and quite often they're not grandiose, epic tales using the Fire Emblem engine like games we've covered in the past. Indeed, sometimes they are just very elaborate shitposts. So, that is what this last video is going to be about for this year's Fire Emblem February/March. These are just a couple of random games I played. Why did I pick them? Why these over the hundreds of others? I really don't know. Probably because they actually reliably work. Are you tired of the grind of gacha games like Fire Emblem Heroes? Doing menial tasks over and over again, looking up guides by Phoenix Master on how to win insanely difficult maps using crappy free-to-play units? Are those new and attractive PNGs that come out every month burning a hole in your pocket? Well, have we got the cheap and safe alternative for you. Introducing the Fire Emblem Universe Gacha by Leonhearth. Now, you can get all of the gambling thrill of rolling on unknown chances to add anime husbandos and waifus to your arsenal. Only this time, they're coming from the characters and creators of the Fire Emblem Universe Fan Forum. Roll for characters like Saitana, this person, that person, and get super rare 5-star characters like Void from Void's Blitzar Adventure. Hey, I actually recognize her. I played her game on this channel. No money? No worries. We use our own special egg and duck currency to meet all gambling needs. If you run out of either, you can watch a few advertisements to get more, or just swipe your mom's credit card to add more funds. Don't worry, kids. The bill comes at the end of the month. Truly, this is the way that video games were meant to be played. Coming soon, a paid subscription service that will give Saitana hair and put more basic functions of the game in that should be in it for f***ing free at the cost of $10 a month. Hey, you know what anime character archetype that people absolutely love and nobody at all feels that's played out and kinda gross nowadays? The good-looking Casanova wannabe that hits on every single character he comes across as long as they're female and cute. Anyway, being an anime-style game, Fire Emblem is of course no stranger to that type of character, and it hasn't been for some time. One of the more well-known earlier examples in the series, at least for Western audiences, is the character Sane, the Green Cavalier that is part of your Red and Green Cavalier duo in Blazing Blade. Sane was a character from Blazing Blade whose entire character revolved around how he would constantly chase after women and showboat about being a knight, but not be successful with anyone he was flirting with. Sure, you can work to change that if you want. You can have him settle down with either Rebecca or Fiora. But the question is, do you want to? Do you really want to? Well, Cedar, the creator of this particular hack, apparently did not, because the subject of the game, Maiden Quest, is just one long metaphysical cock and ball torture of the Green Knight. Set after the events of Blazing Blade, Sane is up to his old shenanigans once again by attempting to woo young women into falling in love with him, only to fail in his endeavor every time as usual. However, unlike before when these women would simply leave in disgust at Sane's loathsome perseverance, this time the women get violent, going as far to take up actual weapons against Sane and trying to kill him. Even his former allies during the war get in on the action, as Sane is trapped by the women in Lynn, Elliewood, and Hector's army at one point, with their intent to murder him so he can no longer harass the women of the land. So if you haven't guessed by now, Maiden Quest is obviously a joke hack. Even the opening scroll will tell you that you shouldn't be taking this game too seriously, whether it be for the story itself or who the creator of the hack decided to pair up. Maiden's Quest lives up to the joke concept pretty well. Each map involves Sane digging himself into a hole with some women, and then you need to have him smooth talk his way out of it. And by smooth talk, I literally mean just that. For the first couple of chapters, Sane's weapons are not his trademark sword and lance, but instead his ability to woo women, or perhaps recite a sappy poem, or serenade them with his beautiful voice. Regardless, all this will do is annoy them out of their sanity meter until they become too frustrated to stick around, at which point they will leave. And I say this is for the first few chapters because I'm assuming you swap to a different system later based on what the game told me. Truth be told, I actually haven't beaten this one yet because it's kind of hard and not in a fun way. The game throws dozens of maidens at you on each map, and while Sane is more than capable of annoying them out of his way one by one, the nature of the action economy will allow them to whittle him down over time through sheer numbers. At the moment, I'm a little stuck on what to do on this map, where I'm supposed to somehow fight my way through the entire female playable cast of FE7 on my own without dying. I'm guessing Lucius is involved somehow because he's here, and when I knocked him out, I got a game over. Regardless, I thought Main Quest was a fun little joke hack. On the one hand, I think it goes a little over the top with the brutal treatment of Sane and the unfair difficulty. But on the other hand, I think if you're just putting together a hastily made project as a joke, there isn't much reason to give it too much serious criticism. Play it if you want a quick laugh, but don't go in expecting any kind of prime time Fire Emblem content.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for.
No, you did not click off this video and somehow end up back in 2008. This is what we're doing now. FE7 Poop is a hack by Tamborrino. It tells the story of a young hero named Link, the hero of time. Link is bored out of his mind one day when he finds out that Princess Zelda has been kidnapped. A wizard takes Link to a faraway land to save her from the clutches of the evil wizard Ganon. The King of Hyrule decides that this mission is too dangerous for Link alone, though, and so he hires some local mercenaries who will know the lay of the land better and that Link can meet up with once he gets there. Well, one magic carpet ride later, and the wizard takes a ballista shot to the face, and Link crashes, at which point he is picked up by some anime-looking dude with a sword, along with the Mario Brothers. Together, the group will venture across the land to save Zelda from Ganon and defeat the various other transplanted YouTube poop villains in order to save the... Wait, is that Billy Mace? Okay, so obviously this particular hack is nothing but one big shitpost, but at the same time, if I'm really being honest, this was probably the most fun hack I played for this month. No, really, more so than the serious stories behind Alibian Nights and The Road to Ruin, more so than the other joke hacks, FE7 Poop is unapologetically stupid and honestly has quite a few dated jokes that don't hold up today, but the absurdity of it all somehow made it really fun. Whether it be the random GBA sprites like with the Mario Brothers or just the sound clips that have replaced every single original soundbite from the base game.
Nice.
It was just fun. The maps themselves weren't too bad either, at least when it came to the Fire Emblem strategy aspect. Different maps had different mechanics, like having to spread out to find the switches to unlock a boss door, or the one map where you can try to be stealthy for a Metal Gear Solid approach accompanied by the music from the same game, or just go in guns blazing. Or how about the map where you can choose to support Michael Rosen as he continues to harvest sentient vegetables for his restaurants, or support Bob from VeggieTales as he leads an uprising. with a shotgun. So, yeah, at face value, this game just looks like a bunch of dumb internet jokes. But when you dive deeper and you really spend some time with it, you realize that it really is just a bunch of dumb internet jokes. But hey, you know what? I'm okay with that. I really enjoyed this one, and I recommend it if you just want to blow off some steam on some humor that will age like milk soon. So, that's going to bring this year's Fire Emblem February/March to a close. Yeah, it wasn't as substantial as usual, and we even ran past February. And honestly, guys, I really don't have a very good excuse for this. I just didn't prepare for this one properly. Barring any technical issues I was having with some of these hacks, that's what it really boils down to. I just have to do a better job next year. Regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all the support. And I hope you continue to enjoy my other content as we move forward. For now, I'd also say keep supporting your Fire Emblem hackers because they put in a lot of good work for not a lot of return. These people are talented and clever, and I hope they're able to continue doing what they love despite the hardship that comes with it. If you want a link to anything I played this year, check out the description for each video. It should be there. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Cock and ball torture.